Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome back to another episode of Aurora Zoo. And I don't have a whole ton to show you in this episode, nothing new, but we do have a lot to talk about with the announcement of the Aquatic pack, which is coming out next week. And so I wanted to just kind of quickly show you, we did this on stream, but we did a little bit of pre-planning and in anticipation of the Aquatic pack. And as you can see here, this is going to be the site of the king penguins. And if we zoom out, so this is where we are. This is our new bird area that we started, and this is the Ostrich Dome, which you guys will remember from the last episode. But I was kind of wondering with the Aquatic pack, like how we wanted to incorporate them into Aurora Zoo. And, you know, I was like, do I want to do, you know, a separate section just for those aquatic animals, or do we want to incorporate them somehow somewhere in the existing zoo? And it's a little bit of both. So I figured, you know, the penguins makes sense to me to put them in our like bird area. And the other thing is like, you know, part of the challenge with this zoo that we're doing for ourselves is we're only doing animals that like warm temperatures. Penguins obviously like cool temperatures, but as a lot of you might know, penguins were my #1 wish listed animal since basically Planet Zoo was announced as a game. So my #1 animal pick is finally going to be in the game, and we can't leave them out of the zoo. So we're making a small exception here to that challenge and adding the penguins. But I just thought it would be fun to do like a little kind of like construction, fencing around it, and just a whole bunch of like coming soon signs around it. We did this on stream. It was just something kind of fun to do since we don't have the pack yet, and we don't have any of the assets or anything that we can like use for the signage. So I just kind of made up something on my own. You know, it works for what it is. We added, so if you guys remember over here, we have the Defroster. So I actually copied that and we put it over here because, you know, we just needed another spot where the guests can come in and warm up their bones. So we did that. We also finished up the kind of entrance and exit of the Ostrich Dome. So we made this kind of fun little wooden arch tunnel thing. It's got like moss growing all over it. And then just added a bunch of the details like around the steps and everything going into the building. It also looks pretty fun at nighttime. We did some fun things with the lighting in the tunnel. Gave it kind of like a little bit of a pink lighting around it, which I thought was kind of fun. I was actually thinking, you know what, this would make more sense probably near our flamingo habitat when we build that. You know, nothing saying that we can't just copy this and also put it over by the flamingos, but I just thought it was fun. I like the way it glows off like the snow and everything. Yeah, I just thought that was really fun. And then we did some detailing around here. So this is the exit where people will be able to go to the rest of the bird section of the zoo, and just did some like detailing around with like the bridge, and added like a concrete foundation supports down here to make it look a little bit more realistic, like it'd actually be, you know, kind of supported and everything. Yeah, and the usual just kind of like rock work we do, and detailing around here. This is really all backstage right here. Yeah, that's pretty much this area. And then so we had also talked about doing like because in the lodge building, our lodge entrance building here, you know, we have our Wild Things gift shop. When we were building this initially, it was suggested we should do like a Christmas shop. So I think we're gonna finally add that at some point. And we're gonna put that right here somewhere, because we don't really have any animals to put in this section, and I wasn't really sure what else to put here because it's just a big open spot. So doing like a big kind of Christmas shop, souvenir shop, I think would be a good idea. Plus, the cheetahs, we are going to actually have a path come out of here. So guests will be able to walk through it and exit through here. And what they'll be able to do is just walk through here. We'll make them walk through the Christmas shop. That'll be the only way the path connects through. And then that'll be really cool. And then we'll also be able to connect the path here, which leads into the conservatory, which will be really, really cool. The other thing, so going back to the aquatic pack, because you guys also know, we already have an aquatic section in Aurora Zoo, which is right here. So we have the gharials and saltwater crocodiles. We have both types of hippos here, the pygmy hippo and the regular hippo, and then the Nile monitors. You guys also may recall we had this big empty section right here, and I, for the longest time, didn't know what I was going to put there. So this mountain used to actually just go all the way across, and I was like, well, you know what? The aquatic pack is a perfect addition to our existing aquatic area. So I was like, you know what? Let's just carve out this mountain, and we're going to put the rest of the aquatic pack animals here. So that's going to be the giant otter, the dwarf caiman, the diamondback terrapin, and of course the seals. So we're gonna put all of them in this area, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I really can't wait to get my hands on the aquatic pack so we can start building in this. That's gonna be our big project for the next several weeks, most likely, leading into next year. Really, is adding all the aquatic pack animals, because man, it just looks so good. I hope you guys are excited about the fact that we're getting aquatic animals, and there's the all new like swimming mechanic and dive mechanics and all this stuff that is going to be like really brand new to the game, because we don't have anything like that in the game so far. The other thing we may have to do as well in the crocodile building, so you know, we gave them water, but it's very shallow water, because as of right now, as you can see, the crocodiles, they just kind of skim across the top of the water. You know, we may have to change up their habitats and make the water a lot deeper so that we can add like the new underwater feeders and all that stuff, because I mean, we want to take advantage of all the cool new things that are coming in the pack. So that'll be something we'll have to do, we'll have to consider. And I mean, I'm like probably 90% sure that's a change we're going to make to this habitat, but I think there's enough room in here we can make it happen. Hopefully, we'll see, but I think that'll be a cool change. And yeah, like I said, we don't really have a whole lot of new stuff to show you, but I wanted to get this episode out before the pack comes out so you guys can kind of see like what the plan is. Also, it gives you guys plenty of time to give me suggestions and things that you would like to see, and maybe ideas you have for the aquatic animals as well. One of the things I'm thinking of for the penguins is this is going to be like a not dual habitat, but kind of half and half. So all of this is going to be outdoors, because since they are going to be penguins, they'll actually be happy outdoors. Then we're going to have a big building back here, and this is where the guests will be able to go. I'm thinking we're going to have paths on either side over here, and they're both going to kind of lead in and sort of ramp down. That way guests will be able to get a nice underwater viewing area. So this will all be cut out, and we'll have glass windows there, and the guests will be able to come down and watch the penguins swim around and dive and eat the fish and all that stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be great fun. I'm really excited about it. I was saying this on a live stream that this is the first time where I've actually been more excited about the animals than like all the new building pieces, which the pack also has tons of new building pieces. So to me, that's just very exciting. There's a lot to be excited about, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are too. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a short video, but I wanted to make sure that we were kind of all on the same page, and this, you guys can let me know any suggestions you have as far as implementing the new animals. So yeah, and I think I will go ahead and leave this here. So like I was saying, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, feedback down below. Let me know your thoughts on the animals. Which animals are you most excited about? Are you going to get the pack? Which animals are you going to put in your zoo first? I like to hear all that stuff, so be sure to let me know. And with that, I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.